I hate to be the one to have to do this, but I guess it falls to me. Did you all see what Stephen Colbert did on his show when it came to the framing of his questions on whether or not the United States should be the police in the world to Representative Tulsi Gabbard? Check this out.
I don't know whether America should be the policeman of the world. If we are not, though, nature abhors a vacuum. And if we are not involved in international conflicts or trying to quell international conflicts, certainly the Russians and the Chinese will fill that vacuum. And we will step away from the world stage in a significant way that might destabilize in the world, because the United States, however flawed, is a force for good in the world, in my opinion.
Oh, them's fighting words. Stephen, seriously? Come on, man. Come on, man. Did you really just frame your questions to a progressive from the political right of the spectrum? Guess it's left up to me to explain this to you. And I'm going to do it using two comic book characters. Here we go. There are two characters, one called the Punisher, one called Superman. Now both of them have their idea of justice. The Punisher, he goes around getting all of the bad guys and he kills them brutally. Now what that does is that turns a lot of people against him that are government people, but a lot of the little people, so to speak, love him for that. Superman, on the other hand, is beloved in general because he goes around and he gets all of the bad people, but he does it in a manner that doesn't taint justice. Now, on the Punisher side, that would be the U.S. in your scenario. And just like the U.S. in real life, the Punisher kills a bunch of people and then a lot of times gets away with it. Just gets let go. But on this side, Representative Tulsi Gabbard wants the United States to be Superman, but not the Superman alone, like the Punisher, but Superman within the Justice League. Why? Because there's a big difference between being the police and policing the world. Being the police is being the Punisher, a solo entity going around dispensing our form of justice brutally. Whereas helping to police the world means that we're a part of a group like Superman and the Justice League. And what do? They get the bad people through truth, justice, in the American way. See how I did that? But one of the best parts about that interview was when Representative Tulsi Gabbard interrupted him in the midst of him spewing these neocon and neoliberal warmongering talking points.
I don't know whether America should be the policeman of the world, but
it is my opinion that we should not be.
Get him, Tulsi. Get him. So, Stephen, I hate to have to be the one to do this to you because you've had a fantastic history of being on the right side of history. But I'm gonna need your neoliberal, scripted, teleprompter talking points and you to both go back to your dressing room and sit down somewhere. God dang it, Stephen.